Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Joshua Russell, once again. Welcome back to my channel. I hope y'all doing well. I hope y'all having an awesome day today. And right now I'm going to be doing another video. This time I'm going to be going over my plans for my movie vlogs, TV show vlogs, video game vlogs, top 5 and top 10 videos, and my upcoming retrospective videos. So with all that said, let's get right into it. First off, let's go over the movie vlogs. In case you don't know me, I'm a huge movie fan. I want to do these vlogs as a way to talk about my experience watching movies both new and old, whether it's going out to the theaters to see the latest blockbusters or revisiting classic films on Blu-ray or DVD. My movie vlogs are going to be my space to talk about some of my favorite films. For example, imagine me sitting down after seeing a movie like Avengers Endgame in theaters, talking about how the crowd cheered, how the emotional moments hit me, and how the movie connects to the bigger picture of the MCU. Or I could be rewatching The Dark Knight at home and doing a vlog about why the movie still holds up, why Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker is untouchable, and why Christopher Nolan's direction is so effective. I want these vlogs to feel raw, personal, and real. And I'm not just going to be doing vlogs on comic book superhero movies, I'm also going to be doing vlogs on some of my favorite thrillers, sci-fi epics, anime films, comedies, and even some underrated gems that deserve more attention. And I think that's the fun of it. Sometimes I'll talk about a big blockbuster film, and sometimes I'll talk about an underrated movie that deserves more attention. My movie vlogs are going to be a place where I get to celebrate cinema in all of its forms. Alright, now let's move on to the TV show vlogs. Just like with movies, I've always had a deep love for television, especially when it comes to shows that stick with you and shape how you see storytelling. TV is a different medium compared to movies because you live with these characters and stories over multiple episodes, seasons, and sometimes even years. That makes it more personal, and I want my vlogs to reflect that. For my TV show vlogs, I'll be covering everything from ongoing shows to shows that are completely finished. Maybe I'll talk about watching a season finale live and all of the emotions that come with it. And maybe I'll revisit a TV show like The Spectacular Spider-Man, Batman the Animated Series, The Simpsons, Family Guy, Empire, Power, Justice League, or The Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes and talk about why it still means so much to me. And I want to bring in my own personal experiences, like where I was when I first watched a certain TV show, how it impacted me at the time, and how I feel about it now after rewatching it. For example, when I vlog about the Justice League Unlimited series finale, I want to talk about how it felt seeing years of storytelling wrap up in such a satisfying way, and how it was bittersweet knowing that the DC animated universe was closing such a huge chapter. These TV show vlogs will be a mix of reactions, reflections, and appreciation, just like the movie vlogs. They'll be casual and professional, but filled with passion because at the end of the day, these TV shows really mean a lot to me, and I know they mean a lot to many of you too. Alright, now let's move on to the game vlogs. These are going to be a little bit different than the reviews and walkthroughs. They're going to be more personal, kind of like a gamer's diary. In the game vlogs, I'm going to be talking about what it's like playing certain video games, how I felt when I first played them, and how they hold up today. For example, if I'm vlogging about Infamous Second Son, I might talk about the first time I experienced the neon powers and how mind-blowing that was on the PS4. Or if I'm doing a vlog about God of War 2018, I might talk about the emotional impact of Kratos and Atreus' journey and how the game stuck with me, not just as a player, but as a fan of storytelling in general. Sometimes these vlogs might be about me going back to old favorites like Uncharted 2, Batman Arkham City, or Mass Effect. And sometimes they might be about newer releases like Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart or Marvel's Spider-Man 2. The point is, I want these vlogs to show my genuine love for gaming, the kind of excitement you feel when you beat a boss after struggling for hours, or the kind of frustration you feel when a mission is designed poorly, or even the nostalgia you get when you replay a video game you loved years ago. Now when it comes down to the top 5 and top 10 videos, I'm going to be making a lot of exciting countdown videos for my channel. I'll be covering the top 5 and top 10 best and worst movies from every decade, starting from the 1970s all the way up to the 2020s. Each list will highlight the most memorable, groundbreaking, or disappointing films from those years. I also plan on making top 5 and top 10 videos about some of the best PlayStation and Xbox exclusive games ever made. These videos will celebrate the most iconic titles that define each console generation. On top of that, I'll be doing top 10 videos focused on the best and worst comic book movies of all time. I want each countdown to be fun, detailed, and full of my personal opinions as a fan. This will give my viewers a mix of nostalgia, entertainment, and honest discussions about what makes these games and movies so great or not so great. And on a side note, I'm gonna be making several top 5 and top 10 videos on some of my favorite superhero TV shows. I'm also gonna be making top 5 and top 10 videos on some of the best moments from certain TV shows that I really enjoyed. And I'm also gonna be making top 5 and top 10 videos on some of the best episodes from certain TV shows that I've watched. Now here's where things get really exciting, the retrospective videos. These are going to be one of my biggest projects on my channel, and honestly, some of the ones I'm most excited about. Unlike the vlogs, the retrospectives are going to be longer, more structured, and more in-depth. Think of them as me sitting down to really tell you the story of my experience with the game, movie, or show and breaking down why it mattered to me, why it mattered to audiences, and why it still matters today. For my game retrospectives, I'm gonna be going over the Batman Arkham games, the Insomniac Marvel Spider-Man games, Mass Effect, God of War, Infamous, Uncharted, and many other games. These aren't just gonna be reviews, they'll be deep dives. I'm gonna be talking about when I first played them, how they impacted me, how they've aged over the years, and what makes them stand out in the gaming landscape. For the movie and TV show retrospectives, I'm equally excited. Some of the retrospectives I'll be doing will include the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the DC Animated Universe, the Spectacular Spider-Man TV show from 2008, the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, Batman the Animated Series, and many other TV shows and movies I'm going to be covering on this channel. These retrospectives are going to be just as detailed. If I'm covering the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy, I'll be talking about how those movies hit me as a fan back in the early 2000s, what they meant to superhero cinema, and how they've aged today. If I'm covering the DC Animated Universe, I'll be breaking down each of the different TV shows like Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Justice League, and Justice League Unlimited. The retrospective videos aren't just going to be about facts and history, they're going to be about me expressing my passion and love for some of my favorite franchises. And instead of doing documentary-style breakdowns, you'll be getting my perspective, my nostalgia, and my passion mixed in with the history and analysis. So yeah, those are my plans for my vlogs, retrospective videos, and top 5 and top 10 videos. Each of them is a little different, but together, they make up the kind of content I want to create for this channel. The top 5 and top 10 videos will be about the best and worst moments from certain movies, TV shows, and video games. The vlogs will be more casual and personal, where I just share my thoughts and feelings in the moment. And the retrospectives will be bigger, deeper dives into the stories and experiences that shaped me as a fan. So stick around, because the future of this channel is looking pretty exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram and like me on Facebook. Take care, and I'll see you guys later.